estará de visita próximamente en la República Mexicana. Estoy hablando de Travis y es un honor poder platicar con su líder, con FRAN HEALY. First of all, thank you so much for the time of this interview. Welcome back here to Mexico.
Nice to see you again.
Awesome. Now, how much changed the experience when you come to visit Mexico and it's not a show around?
It's very different. First of all, I don't have my smelly bandmates with me. I finally get to see a little bit of the city and to go to some. We had some fish tacos today on a corner somewhere. I don't know where, but it was amazing, amazing food. And I think my band should be really jealous of me.
But now the good news is you're going to be here, and all the band is going to be here in June, so you can take them to eat some fish tacos.
No,
That's
me.
That's my stuff. Now, tell us a little bit about this new album, Everything at Once, the experience of the creating process.
Well, we've done a few interviews now.
Yeah.
Not many, but when you do the interviews, because you don't ask these questions to yourself, but I begin to see a pattern in how we did it. So I don't think we've ever been in this shape before, in such good shape. I don't think we've made an album like this before. And I was talking to Dougie last week about like why is this? Why does this sound like this? Why is this? And we think maybe it's because we want to make our kids proud, you know, because they know we're in a band, but now they're 10 years old and 8 years old, and they really are aware, and so like we got to show them what Papa does. So there's this element that you've got this sort of fire, this ambition, and the songwriting process is the same as always. It's like put on a blindfold. And have a room the size of a football stadium, and go around like no, that's rubbish. That's rubbish. And you find, then you go, this is good. You put it in your bag, and you can find 10 songs that you have never heard before. And this is my job, and this is the job of a songwriter, is to try and find melodies that get stuck in your head. And so I think we've done a really good job.
Now, talking about singles, Everything at Once is going to be one. 3 Mile High is going to be another one. Tell us the story behind that song.
Well, so we took the album to the record label in London, and they say, oh yeah, usually they say you've got 2 singles or 3 singles. The guy said we've got 8 singles.
That's great.
I know. I was kind of like, wow. So we have Everything at Once was the first song that came out. And 3 Miles High was the first single in the UK that came out, and it's very melodic. Again, it's lyrically, it's got a message of I think looking at us, looking at the world, and noticing that everyone's a little bit distracted because of these.
Yeah, the internet, the cell phones, everything.
Yeah, and so it's saying, you know, we're all get our head in the clouds. And then the next one is called Magnificent Time. I wrote this song with the songwriter from Keene.
Okay, yeah.
I never write songs with people. I always just do it myself. But he wrote me this text, and he sent me this idea for a song. It had a great title, Magnificent Time, and a really good bridge. And I had a song with a good verse and a good chorus, and I, put them all together, and it turned out really good. And the song is about when I was 12 years old, and when you're 12, you explode. You just explode
for everything.
Yeah. So this is a song about this as well. There's a lot of songs though on this album. It's like wow. I don't know why, but it's good.
Now, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion, you're one of the greatest songwriters in contemporary music, and probably talking about those 12-year-old dudes that like music and that probably are watching the interview right now, probably they start to get interested in do compositions, like writing some songs. Which advice would you tell them to them?
Oh, yeah. I would say, First of all, if you're a kid that doesn't really listen, that doesn't buy music or doesn't listen to music, like I was a poor kid. Like I came from Glasgow, like one of the worst areas of Glasgow. So I had no access to culture. I had no access to records. I had no access to gigs. I did just, but I kind of listened to the radio a lot. So you don't need that. You need a guitar maybe, but not even a guitar. So I would say to anyone who is thinking of making songs, is try when you write a song to draw a line here, and never write from above the neck, right? Always write from below the neck.
From below the neck, okay.
Because
all the feelings, all the passion.
This is where it all comes from. And if you saw me writing a song, you'd laugh. I sit with my guitar and I'm going, and it reminds me of like a dog howling. and we, we're animals, and so the melody is kind of like.
Well, it's true. In a melody way.
Yeah. So and then above the neck, you trying to fit the lyric on top. What am I saying? And you try and fit the lyrics so that it doesn't just sit on top. It blends in. So keep it simple. Don't give up. It's the hardest thing to do in the world, but I think everyone has got a song in them.
Yeah, it's true. Well, great howling for you.
Yeah.
So now, talking about, I'm gonna ask you about two people that a lot of people are talking around the world, and tell me your opinion about them. Start with Kanye West.
Oh wow, no one's ever asked me about Kanye West. I think Kanye West he's autistic, and that's good. Yeah. I think it's a good thing. I think he's a brilliant producer, and his mind, as he's on the autistic spectrum. I mean, I am. Everyone, you got Asperger's and all the different types of what do you call it? What's this word when you attention deficit disorder?
Okay. Yeah.
He's got something like that, and I find him quite charming, because he just out it comes, and
there's no filter.
But you shouldn't really take him seriously.
Yeah,
just listen to the guy's music, and that's it. And I think some of the things he's made is very, very good. But not everything he makes is good, because he thinks he thinks it is, but then of course he does, because he's a little bit like.
Yeah, well, I totally agree. The other one, Donald Trump.
I knew you were gonna.
Yeah, of course.
So I met a guy in New York about 18 months ago. He was a guy who was fixing the elevator, and he was telling me 18 months ago, Donald Trump, and he blah blah blah. And I knew about Donald Trump, and I was like, and just listened to him. And I came away thinking, oh my God, this guy, there's millions. Of this guy here, and they're going to love Donald, they're going to eat it up.
Yeah.
So I said to my friend that night, I said, I'm going to bet you $100 that that's your next president.
And probably it's going to be.
Well, I thought
hopefully
maybe
not, but probably it's going to be.
But you know what? It doesn't matter, because this is the interesting thing, and the thing that I know no one's really picked up on. And he's saying, we're going to build a wall around Mexico, right? Now, and we're going to get rid of the Muslims, and we're going to do this and do that. We're going to repeal Obamacare and all this right now. He cannot do this without the Senate and the House of Representatives.
Well,
he can't. The political process in the United States of America is such that it is impossible.
They need to approve.
Exactly.
Okay.
So he's playing the game, and he's playing it in such a way as all these people. He's telling them what they want to hear, because a lot of people are not so educated. So racism and stereotypes and everything. They dwell on this, and so I don't know, but I think the biggest thing of all is America has created Donald Trump.
I know.
He's the American dream turned into maybe a nightmare, but they made him. So if you made your dinner, you better eat it.
You better eat it. Yeah, it's true.
I don't know how good it is for all of us though, but
I don't think it's gonna be a good plate. But Now talking a bit again about Travis. Oh, another song that just because of the title caught my attention, "Strangers on a Train." Is that because Alfred Hitchcock played or no? It's a story.
This is a song by our guitarist Andy Dunlop.
Okay.
And so the song came about, he went out for a run, he were in America somewhere, and he went out for a jog one day, and he had his phone with him, and he had to stop at a railway crossing, and he heard a freight train going by, and he was going ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
And he recorded this, and then he went back, and then 6 months later he looped this sound and wrote a song over the top of this train sound, and this is the sound that you hear in the song, and it became Strangers on a Train. But the meaning of the song, you have to ask Andy.
Okay. Well, thank you, Fran, so much for the time of this interview. Hopefully we talk again in June. Hopefully.
Yeah, man, I'd love to see you.
Cool, and thank you so much. Congratulations. Good luck with the album. I know it's going to be great because
you never know, but I do think we're all really excited. We cannot wait to come and play for you guys. So
Bien.
see you in June.
Exactamente. Ya lo vieron, Travis. Por ahí consigan